What's up, bros? Today we're cracking this retail exclusive blaster box of 1819 O-Pee-Chee Hockey, and I think this year there is something new in these blasters because Upper Deck finally decided to come up with some retail exclusive inserts, and they're gonna be this black border O-Pee-Chee minis. I wouldn't mind pulling this line out of here, and as always with O-Pee-Chee blasters there are also these box bottoms cards which you need to cut yourself. Okie dokie, and we start with Justin Abdelkader, and then Charlie Houdon, not sure what is the French pronunciation. Benny Bishop, actually I thought he is still in Tampa, but apparently. I went to Dallas, Marc-Edouard Vlasic, and Buffalo Sabres checklist. I actually like this team-specific checklist better last year because there was actually team photos, or at least team celebrating the goal. And our first mini card is of Mitch Marner. That's not a black border, which is specific to these blasters, and it's also like low numbered. I think high numbered mini cards are kind of hard to get. Stefan Nosen. So one advantage of O-Pee-Chee, no, like I shouldn't say one advantage, the only advantage of O-Pee-Chee is that the base set is really big, so there are a lot of scraps like Stefan Noesen who don't make the roster and in other upper deck sets, but managed to fit their fat asses into O-Pee-Chee checklist. Corey Schneider. And I think this is a retro card of Matt Nieto. It seems that this year all retros are horizontal, while base cards parallel. Patrick Sharp, unfortunately he's not that sharp anymore. Sam Reinhart, the brother of Vegas Golden Knights scrub Griffin Reinhart. And DM Fenef. Get like this, like the photos are really terrible. Couldn't you get like some better backgrounds than this? I don't know what it is. Foligno and a rook of Maxim Mamin. He's actually not a bad rook at all, like a pretty decent stats, I think. No, he's like a scrap. Somehow I thought he's like better than that, but like 4 points in 26 games, that's simply unacceptable from center. Malkin, Josh. Also never heard about Josh Manson, but yeah, his stats are actually not bad at all for Ducks, like 37 points in 80 games. And Zdeno Kara. God, like his face expression is brutal. Mikko Rantanen, I think 9th overall. A pick from 2013 draft. League leaders. So in points, McDavid. Yeah, this cards numbered between 500 and 600 are kind of like short prints. No, not real short prints, something like they are like 2 times rarer than regular base. And Martin Jones. Retro, Kyle Clifford. Derek Forbort. Yes, Puljujärvi, who actually struggled a lot, but he played in Oklahoma City Barons, I think, for a long time, but last season finally managed to make it to the Oilers lineup. Matt Zuccarello, the only Norwegian player in the league. Brian Gibbons. Like, God, Brian Gibbons is big and he's like so awkward. No, he's not. Like, it's I thought he's big, like, because somehow when I went to Davos games, like I thought like Gibbons is a big player, but he's only 5'8", so he's probably one of the smallest players in the NHL. Matthias Janmark and Cam Ward. Wasn't Cam? I think I suspect that Cam Ward was traded to Chicago. And that's also not like a late trade. It was like an early summer trade, and so like especially because Upper Deck puts his O-Pee-Chee updates into Series 2, so why not to put him in the update set? But who cares? Like Matt Cullen, Dominic. Oh, and this is actually the parallel exclusive to these blasters. This is the mini black border parallel of Johnny Hockey. So not the worst player to get this black parallel. So pretty satisfied with that one. And we'll finish with Sean Monahan. Rick Nash, the first overall pick by Columbus in I don't even remember which year, like sometimes BC. Ryan Strome, Kevin Fiala, and Oilers checklist. And Zach Hyman, I think he's defenseman for Toronto. Let's check. Where is the position? No, there is not even position in this. Oh no, center. Yeah, somehow I thought he's James Neal, a really strong playoffs last year in Vegas. Claude Giroux, I think he's the second overall was second overall in points after McDavid last year, but he didn't have Philly to succeed. And a retro checklist. It's like, in my opinion, putting this retro checklist is like really lame. So in my opinion, just even putting the checklist like is lame. Although actually, if you watch on eBay, the checklists often go for higher prices than regular bases, because on checklists there are many players, and player collectors sometimes compete for them. Oh, of course, like for higher money, I mean, like if the regular O-Pee-Chee base costs like 10 cents. Oh my god, like that's a mini of Carey Price. That might be a short printed mini, like M58. And like most likely, like yeah, I think this high numbered minis are short printed, so I wouldn't be surprised that it's short printed mini. Matt Dumba, Mitch Marner, Elias Lindholm, Chris Tierney, Nikita Soshnikov, Evgeny Malkin. Oh, and another black blaster specific O-Pee-Chee black parallel of William Karlsson. Yeah, pretty nice. So Eric Gustafsson, Philip Grubauer, who tried, I think, to take the starting position from Hodby in playoffs, but failed 2 first games against Columbus, and then Hodby led the team to the Stanley Cup. Dustin Brown, and a retro of Keith Kincaid. Aaron Eggblood, also the first overall pick from some year, which I don't remember, but his hobby value is super low because he's a defenseman, and we finish with Jared Spurgeon. So overall, I think the three best cards are this Carey Price mini, Johnny Hockey mini black border, and McDavid league leaders. Definitely not the worst blaster out there, but this cost $20, and